Hope everyone is having a Merry Christmas. All right, had to reset my microphone for some reason at the last minute. It went out. Merry Christmas, everybody. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. I got to turn the light on right here. Get some light on the subject. Right there we go. All right. Technical difficulties right away. And I got a warning from YouTube saying the stream current bitrate 1369.28 kilobytes per second is lower than the recommended bitrate. Come on, YouTube. Bear with me here today. Don't do this to me on Christmas. Okay, so it's cold in here. I got my sweatshirt on. And you can see I have changed a few things right back in here. All right. Oh, no sound? Is the sound on now? It's still no sound? Oh my goodness. Hold on. Wait a minute. Crap. No sound. Good now. Okay. Everybody says no sound, and then Steve's children said good sound. Good now. So is it good or no sound? Do we have sound now? Huh? Is it sound or no sound? Is it good or no? Good or no? Huh? All right. Sound or no sound? All right. Nobody's talking. And the thing's way behind. Okay. Good sound. All right. All right. Yeah. Don't do this to me. I thought I had it solved, and then it's saying no sound. Okay. You're late. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. Merry Christmas, everybody. I just thought I would come on and say hello to everybody. I'm freezing my butt off in here. It's 62 degrees in the train room. It was 32 degrees this morning. It was 32 degrees yesterday morning. So that's cold for here in Sebring, Florida. Too cold. Everybody, my daughter sent me a thing from Maryland saying it was 10 degrees yesterday morning. Really, really cold. Hey, Model Reller, good to see you in here. Haven't seen you in here for a while. So I'd like to say hello to everybody. Hello, everybody. Dwayne's Trains, Model Reller. Hey, Dwight Curley, Jeff Sykes, Petoof, Airsoft, Jim Tedesco, Joe Rader, Reggie Stroud, with the nasal issues there, Stephen Rowe, good to see you in here, Steve Childers, who else is in here? Jenny Pryke is in here. All right, who else is in the house? And I think Jim Tedesco was the very, very first one that came in today, and he wanted a cookie, but I ate him. Too bad. Okay. Yeah, have to try again next time. GRE 2057. He came in here. Gerald Stewart. Right. I think that is every bit. Frank, Steeler fan, 820. Good to see you, Frank. All right. Glad you could make it in here. And what do I see down here? Stephen Rowe, thank you for that super sticker. And I got to throw these two things up here because we got two super stickers. So I'm going to put this up here. Boom. Thank you. And Dwight Curley says he's having a heat wave at 14 degrees. There you go. Oh, my goodness. Steve says, oh, stop complaining about 36 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Jeff, 16 out there. Oh, my goodness. 11 Celsius. Oh, man, that must be really, really cold. I don't know what Celsius, what that goes into Fahrenheit, but that sounds really cold. Uh-oh. Have a back issue and on muscle relaxants. All right. Hope you're feeling better there. I know how that it feels. I got back issues too. So, Merry Christmas. I hope I said hello to everybody. Heat wave of 27, Rodney. Oh my goodness. They're up in Maryland. All right. So, it's getting warmer in Maryland. I don't know what the outside temperature is right now. I'll only show the inside temperature in here. Oh my goodness, it went up to 65 in here. So, it's getting warmer. It's getting warmer. I had the door open today because as you can see right there, I got a shelf right there. I've been busy. Let me show you some other stuff here. Let me see if I can get these other things around here. Where is the good view right here? I'll get the good view. Right here. Okay, here we go. All right, so you see right there? I put a shelf up there. I widened this shelf over here. You can see it's bare now because there's nothing up in here. It used to be 12 inches wide. It's now 18 inches wide. The same width as over here. And on this side over here, let me get over here. I put a shelf 24 inches wide because that's how wide it is right there. And right there, that's 24 inches. So boom, boom, and boom. So I got it. 2 sections there, a section there, a section there. I just need another section here, and then I need to put something back here, all going across this away. Let me put this camera back on. This away. Okay, there you go. And everything is a mess. Let me show you what the layout looks like. It is a mess. I had to put some buildings all over the place. Right there. And let me see. Here's some more junk over here. I got the trailers over there. And you can see up in the top left-hand corner, that's where the new shelf is. I put new brackets up there. And I lowered it down some, but it's still 2 inches higher than I actually wanted it, because if I put it down to the correct angle or correct height, it would be too low all the way down at the very end, like right here, because this is almost 4.5 inches above the deck. So that would be too close. So I had to raise that back there up another 2 inches. So we'll get it. Looks like my downtown here. There you go. We got trailers everywhere. All right. And I got another camera here. Let's get the this one here. We'll get an echo out of this one here. But that's what, there's all the buildings that I had up on both shelves that I wasn't able to put away. So I had to move them around. I have no helix at all. As you can see right underneath that shelf right there, there's an incline that's going right here. It's coming across here and going behind me. And it's going to come out over here and go over there. So it made 10 inches, because I started way back here with the elevation about halfway up and started going around to get my 10 inches. No helix. My helix is all the way around the outside of on the outside wall. So that's my helix. A big one. So, hey, Craig, stuck in the truck. How you doing? Glad you can make it in here. And Waycross Trains. Merry Christmas, Tom and everyone. And yesterday on Christmas Eve morning was my first live stream. All right. Good deal. All right. I missed it. Yesterday was my birthday, so we was out. I got breakfast. Debbie took me to breakfast at Dee's place. In the morning, we went to Home Depot and bought some lumber. More lumber so I could do some more of this stuff here. Hey, Fultz Bailey Model Railroad. Just stopping in to say ho, ho, ho. We don't have any family down here because all the family's up in Maryland, so where it's cold. So we're winging it today. Debbie's over there peeling the eggs right now, and she's going to be making the potato salad pretty soon. So hopefully we'll get to eat around the wall helix. There you go. That's what it is. Goes all the way around. One big circle. There you go. So Merry Christmas if you haven't heard it already. For those of you that came in late, Merry Christmas. Hope everybody got what they were looking for. I got, what did I get? What did I get? Well, it hasn't come in yet. I got another one of these lights right here. It's a Godox. I've been waiting, and they finally... Amazon finally got them back in stock. So I told Debbie I wanted one, so she ordered one for me. And she said I could order one more thing. But then for my birthday, I got the Howard Zane book and the DVD, the Blu-ray of his layout. Hey, Robert Darby. Good to see you in here. Merry Christmas. All right, there you go. And Rodney says, Doritos. There's the Doritos right there. And Lee is in here. Merry Christmas. Okay. Good to see you in here. Everybody's showing up. Okay, so we're having a good time here. Freezing, but we're having a good time. And I've been working hard this past week. Let me see, when did I put the video out? It was a Tuesday that I said I was doing starting on the stuff, arranging all my stuff. Well, I got everything. I'll have to show it to you later, but it's still on the workbench, still over there because I got it all sorted out in piles, and I started putting it in bins. I got my bins where I need to paint, and the rest of the stuff I got finished. I have to put those into the little thingies and then start putting it out on the layout, and the rest of the stuff put away until I'm ready to use it. Oh, hey, you got a Christmas haul coming. All right, good to hear. Okay, so I'm going to, I forgot I got some music to play, so let's put that music on here. Where's the, right there. There we go. I forgot the Christmas music. There you go. That's what it's all about. Press like. Go get some of the next. Oh, okay, here we go. Press the like. Got. See you next one. Got family here later. All. Thanks for stopping in, Lee. Glad you can make it. Yeah, new videos coming 2023. There you go. All right. Always good to see. Always good to see you putting up new ones there, John. Really like it. All right, so here is the Christmas music. I have a few videos that I was going to show you. Let's put this one up here first. The thumbnail right there. I reused the thumbnail because that's the thumbnail that I used on the last live stream. And here we go. Let me walk around with this thing and I'll show you. It's just sitting back here, but here we go. All right, we'll get a closer look. All right, here we go. There's the shelf. It's 24 inches. And I put these brackets in here instead of the other ones because that gives me more room. The other ones were hanging down a little bit too far. I hope that's bright enough there. And here's all the buildings. Okay. The back shelf. I just I opened up the garage door. I was going to wait, but I put those two back supports in there today. I froze my butt off while I was doing it. But here's this one. This one is still 2 inches higher. So I'm going to have to come up a little bit higher right here. I'm going to put an incline over here to come up to this level right here. And I'm going to go up a little bit higher because I'm going to put a loop in there all the way around. I still have one more section to put in right here. That I'm going to put in. I have slotted angle for right there, and I'm going to put another section in right across here, lean over, and that's going to be up 4 inches higher. I'm going to put a trestle going all the way across, be up 4 inches so I can remove all the way around, be 4 inches here, and then 2 inches higher over here. And I hope you didn't get sick of me moving this around so much. So that'll give me some more room to work on stuff over here. Let me set this thing back up over here. And go back to the other one. All right, there we go. I hope you didn't get sick when I was moving you around like that. Hey, I see Fred Wild. Good to see you in here. Said Merry Christmas, everybody. And there's Heath. Oh, I missed the first one. Here we go. Hello, Model Citizens. How did Tom's Trains and Things get the real Santa to host his live stream today? Ah, that's amazing what I could do, huh? Hey, and John said, Merry Christmas, everyone, again. Got to head out. See you in 2023. Thanks for stopping in. Really appreciate it. See you next year. All right. Okay, so who else popped in here? Okay, that's it. So we got everybody in here now. The other thing that I was going to do was I was going to show you what this place looked like. Okay. He says new video January 5th. All right. We'll be looking for it. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, John. I got a few videos to play recapping what went on this year. And then you can see what the train room looked like. This one is from back in, I think this was March of this year. So let me put this one on right here. Welcome to the train room in 2022. I'm going to show you what progress I've made in the past month or so and what I plan on doing. So here we go. I'm Tom Kovichak, and this is Tom's Trains and Things. This channel was created to help other modelers who are in need of guidance in pursuing their dream of building a model railroad. And as you can see right back here, I have a lot of boxes of rolling stock, and right behind that, you might not be able to see everything, but I had a train running on here a couple of weeks ago. If you've been watching my live streams, then you've been seeing a little bit of the progress that I've made in the past couple of months. But I'm going to tell you what I have if you haven't been watching that. First of all, right down here, this is my workbench right here. This is where I'm going to be working on it. And I have, you see way back in, right back there, I'm going to finish off the Higginbottom, and I'm going to be working on the dock house at Cundy Harbor. And that is going to be going back over in that corner where I have my waterfront. I added a couple of sections over here, this one right here, and this slide out right here. I made a modular so they're easy to lift out. This is easy to lift out right here also. I continued with my inner loop all the way around, so I have a complete loop going all the way around my layout now. I'm almost finished with the outer loop. And if you remember, I did a video on using foam and the woodland scenic risers and to change the elevation in my track. And what I did since then, I kept this part over here the same. Don't mind that foam piece over there. But over here, I changed everything. I left this part right here with the woodland scenics. That's the only part going from 1 inch down to my 0. But everything else you see over here going up the elevation up to 4 inches, I used nothing but foam on there. And I did a video on this saying that I was a little bit leery about cutting foam, but I found this in one of my totes, and this made it a little bit easier to cut straight lines in the foam. So I was able to put these risers in there. All the way around. And this section right here, where it's rising up, is going to come out over top of these tracks and onto an area in the center of the train room, right where I'm standing now. This plywood right here, this piece of layout right here, I bought this at Habitat for Humanity. I paid $30 for it. It's a nice plywood. Even the bracing, this right here is 3/4 inch plywood. So that's pretty nice. The whole thing was $30. I made out pretty good on that. It's probably close to about $100 worth of plywood, the way plywood is costing right now. Okay, so we just went to get some plywood and stopped at Lowe's. And this is going to be a little bit of a rant. They had, it was at a good price. It was only $50 for a half-inch plywood. It was 7 ply. It looked really, really nice. And had some guy help me put it into a cart, but he wasn't qualified to use the cutter. So I went back there. He said he'd call somebody. Well, it took 20 minutes. Nobody ever showed up to cut it. We went back to the cash register twice to have them page it, and once all the way back to customer service, which was way at the other end of the building, and still nobody showed up. So after 20 minutes, we left, went to Home Depot, and got at the same price. It wasn't the 7-ply, but it was still the 1/2-inch plywood, but it was really good quality. It was sandy instead of the cabinet grade, but still looks good. So I just want to put that note in there. Price of plywood went down half as much as what it was then.
So you can see all this stuff right here. Some of this is what I have over there. This is the rest of the stuff I pulled out one of the totes. Slowly but surely, I'm emptying out all my totes, and I'm finding all my tools, my little gadgets that I need to build my models with. So hopefully I could sort out everything and get everything going and get my models and kits built pretty soon. But here's what I'm working on right now. I'm working on the outer loop, and I'm waiting on, and they should be here on Saturday, but I ordered two, a left hand and a right hand number 6 turnout Unifrog Pico. One of them's going right here. I have an older one sitting right here right now that I'm going to take out and put over there. And the other one is going right here, right at the bottom of this incline. And that'll be going out here. This whole area right here is going to be all flats up against that wall right there. That's going to be my industrial area. This right here, this is going to be a city. Haven't determined the name of it yet, but it's going to be here and a little bit over here, and run in a little bit into the industrial area over there. Right here, this area right here is where Higginbotham's coal and sand is going to be. There's a little trestle right here, and then there's as an outbuilding like a shed, and then the office right over here, and I'll probably put a couple of more buildings right there, right where the boxes.
Okay, right in that area, it's going to be Higginbotham's, and I'm also going to put Shaw's Equipment. So I got Shaw's Equipment right here. Well, it's back right there. You can't really see it, but it's back here someplace in all that mess. Oh, here it is. Right here. That one. That is going back in that same general area.
Are sitting. I have a siding with a runaround on there, and I have, well, this model right here. That's an ice house right there. It's going to go right along in there, presumably.
Well, I changed my mind. I had the ice house there. It's been there ever since that video, but I'm going to move it up onto the second level and put some more. The new kits that I'm putting in is going to go in that area, and there's going to be a mountain hiding the 2-track main behind that. That are my plans right now. So, what's in store for the future, you say? Well, I'm going to be spending a lot of time on this workbench right here.
building some kits, doing some Arduino projects. But the first thing I have to do is...
Well, that didn't happen right away. It took me almost 9 months to get that far.
mount a camera up here so I can have an overhead shot and maybe mount a camera someplace off
Camera still ain't mounted up there.
to the side or something. So it's going to be either my Sony or one of my video cameras up on the top, just pointing straight down and working on it. It's not going to be detailed kit builds like...
Well, my Sony's still in there, and the other day when I was playing around with it, I had my overhead camera. It's an old Canon video camera. It died. It just died. It's a HV30. I'd say that thing's about 15 years old. It's first with an HDMI output video camera that I had, and it just copped out on me. So I'm in need of another video camera. This one right here is a Sony video camera, a small one, handy cam, but I need another one.
I did with the Ghibli building right here, because that just takes up way too much of my time. The way I'm going to be doing it is just showing some little bits and pieces here and there of something that I think may be interesting for you. So like I said, I'm going to be finishing up this one here. This one is the Higginbotham's Colon Sand, which is a pretty nice one. It's no longer made. It was a limited edition. And the Dockhouse at Cundy Harbor, that's going to go up in the corner up here. This is a nice complex kit. So that's going to be a fun one to do, and I might have some tips and tricks on that one. I'll be working on the railroad up here. Like I said, I'm waiting on a couple of turnouts, and once I get those turnouts in, I'll be able to finish up the outer loop. And then once I got that going, I'll just take my time on the yards.
Yes, I'm taking my time on it because the yard is only halfway finished.
I have all the turnouts set, you know, wired up to power the frogs. And as I go, and I'll go around the layout and start putting in servos and everything. I got the servos in for right here. You can see, well, this right here, this is the panel. I did a video on that. That's for the crossover and the one turnout that I have over here. There's a yard over here. Well, actually, there's a siding over here. 1, 2, 3, 4 turnouts involved on that one. And what's going to be complex after I get over here, right up here, there's a crossover and then a turnout. And then everything on this side over here is going to be a yard with industry, and that's where all the complex stuff is going to be. And once I get that going, then this is going up in the center right here.
That is out in the family room right now. That is on the test track
for additional yard and maybe another city on that. I'll be doing some Arduino projects, I'll be doing some electronic projects, and I'll be doing some kit building and some layout stuff. So stay tuned for that. We got a lot of stuff coming up this year. I'm not going to be aggressive like I was in the past year. I've been slowing down in the past couple of years, doing less and less videos per week. I think when I started out five and a half years ago, I was doing like 3, sometimes 4 videos a week, and then I slowly, tapered off I'm getting older, and although it's easier to do the videos, I'm more experienced at it. It's easier to do a live stream than it is a video. So I may put a few more live streams in on, while I'm working over here. To do that, I'll have to bring in another computer, because I'm going to keep the other computer that I have over there. Well, you can't really see it. I got the tripod down low right now.
Well, that computer's still in the other room, so I still need to bring that over here. I got my laptop over there with 2 cameras on it.
But where I do my live streams right now is over in that corner. I have my computer over there, but I may put a computer over here. I got two really old computers that have Windows 7 on it, and I can still do videos with them, and hopefully I can still do live streams with them also. We'll see. I'd like to do that. Like to do live stream right here while I'm working on stuff, in addition to the Monday night live stream. We'll figure out a time. It'll probably be in the afternoon sometime, or who knows. I do a lot of work late at night. I'm a night person, so who knows? It might it might be 11 or 12 o'clock at night. It might be one of those impromptu things where I just get on and start going at it. So we'll see. I'm on.
Well, I still haven't done that either. Because the cameras aren't over there. I just set one up, and I did on locals, did a couple on locals, but that's about it.
Predictable. I go with the flow, whatever I feel like doing, I do. If I don't feel like doing something, I don't do it. So, you probably figured that out by now. I'm not on a schedule. Whenever the video is done with, I put it out. Whenever I'm satisfied with how it looks and everything in it, I put it out. And hopefully, it's out by maybe Friday or Saturday. That's what my plans are. That's what I'm working on. And I got a lot of totes in here, and there's still a lot of totes that I have in the family room. I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff to go through, and
well, at least the totes is one of the things that I got done. I emptied out a lot of totes. So, and some of the buildings that I had up there, I had to put back into the totes down here, but I still got six totes left, mostly scenic material and old kits, and so old scenery and buildings from the previous layout. That's about it.
Now that I have, this where I want it, it's the modules are all the way around. I might have to move this, put this in the family room while I'm working in here, just to get it out of the way, because I have to keep moving it around. If I work on this side, I have to put it over there, but since I was working over here and working over there, I had to put it back there. So it might go back in the family room. So that's what I got going on. That's what I got planned. That's what I don't have planned. That's it'll come out whenever it comes out. I hope you stick.
It'll come out whenever it comes out. That's my saying. That's my story, and I'm stuck to it. And not a lot of things got accomplished from that video that came out 9 months ago. I had a lot of plans, but things don't go as often as you'd like them to. Things are going really slow. I get sidetracked a lot. I watch Sidetrack Sunday and get sidetracked from that. Can't get anything done here. Can't get anything done when I'm watching videos. I'll go in the other room and then watch some videos in there and end up falling asleep and not getting anything done here. But I'm starting to get a little bit more done right now. So hopefully we'll get going with that. Yeah, it's in my family. It's in the family room. Yep. And yes, it's in the family room. I had it stored in the family room, and finally I put it up where I put the test track on it. So that's one thing. And got the totes emptied out. So I accomplished two things out of that video from I think that was March. I got another one here from, I think this one's June. I got a little bit more done.
Let's make this model railroad come alive and build some scenery. Hi, I'm Tom Kvichak, and this is Tom's Trains and Things. This channel was created to help other modelers who are in need of guidance in pursuing their dream of building a model railroad. And scenery is very, very important for that model railroad. So let's get going with it right now. We're going to start off with the streets and then go to scenicking everything else. I already cut my sheets of styrene to the width that I wanted them, and this one right here I'm going to have to cut on an angle on the side that where the track is, and a little bit of an angle over here where it meets up with the tavern. I'm going to cut some more for the road right between the tracks, the curved track and the straight track. I already laid down 2 layers of cardboard. I'm going to have another piece of 40,000 styrene sitting in here for the road, and another one over here that I have to cut on this side right there. But the first thing I have to do is put in these.
Well, I like scenery too, and I like a lot of other things. A lot of things are my favorite, and scenery is one of them. And that was in that corner right over there, and I had a lot of fun doing that.
Blair line crossings. Some of it goes in between the tracks. And then you have two pieces on each side that cover the ties outside the track. I finished up all the lights on all the buildings, and I have them wired going down on the bottom, and I have them placed approximately where I could bring them out like maybe about a quarter of an inch or so if I want to put a profile building behind them.
All those buildings are laser cut wood kit buildings except for the one on the right. That is a DPM kit. And I was surprised at how I got that the wood on that to actually look like wood. I pat myself on the back for that one there.
Now these other buildings, I think it might be more visually impressive if I put them on an angle. I have to paint all this. I have to put a coat of gray primer on it and then scuff it up and make it look like a street. I'll probably put it down first and then do the details on it of the street afterwards. Once I had all the street sections cut to the desired shape, I took them outside and primered them with gray primer, rattle can style. To get the slope that I needed on the styrene, I propped it up like this and then used the heat gun to flatten it down. You can see the contour of that section right here. The waiting game. Just mixed up some plaster of Paris and waiting for it to dry. Put it along the road surfaces and along the grade crossing over here. Just did a very small batch. Also put some over.
Now that's the part of the hobby that always takes the longest. Waiting for things to cure, waiting for the plaster of Paris to dry, waiting for the paint to dry, waiting for the glue to dry. It just takes forever.
Here on this transition right there, where it drops down to no cork road bed, and you can see that I use the foam adhesive to keep the track down right there. And what I had left over, I filled in right over here where the grades change. As you can see, I had to lift up the buildings, the front of the buildings over here, and I still got a little bit of plaster of Paris on that one right there, which will come off easily, but all I have to do is wait for this to dry now, and then I can sand it down a little bit, paint it, and then add scenic material, and I'll be finished with the actual grade of this area right here. I might have to touch up some of the ballast in this area. So just work on a small batch that you could work on, and I add a couple of drops of vinegar to it to make it last longer. It took me about maybe 20-25 minutes to apply this. I put it down soupy, consistency of sour cream, and then I smoothed it out a little bit, and then once it got a little bit hard, I smoothed it out some more. I attached the styrene to the foam with super glue, and the same goes for when I did it on the ties. I sculpted and sanded down the plaster of Paris where needed on the road surface. Next step was to paint the plaster of Paris and touch up the styrene where I needed to adjust the colors on it.
And this is the area, well, where that red pickup truck is. That's the one road. And where the trailers are is some other stuff. But most of it's off camera, but I'm going to have to reposition my camera sometime so you can see more and more of the work that I do. I didn't catch it all. I could have done a better job at taping this, but you know, it's not that big of a deal. It's just to catch most of it. But I was spooning it up and putting it back up on here. But basically, this is how I do it. I put down a layer of glue, full strength with a brush, and then sprinkle the dirt, and every once in a while I put some of the brush and stuff on it. And here's what I use right here: Scenic Texture Flock and Turf right there. And I drip some diluted glue on top of it afterwards. And you can see right here where it's a little bit darker, that's where the diluted glue is, and that will probably stay dark like that. I might have to add a little bit more of the finer dirt. This is express scale ballast, medium natural soil and dirt. I have another one down there that is the fine that I will put on over top of that to get rid of this darker area right here. I use two different grades, the medium and the fine. And the fine is the mighty fine, some mighty fine soil out of Pittsburgh.
I had the same thing right here, and you could see a little bit of the darker area. I wanted to keep, you know, some different colors in there, so I didn't put the fine on this part right here totally. I just left some of it to show through where it's a little bit darker. But this is what I've been working on here. I have a little bit more painting to do on the rocks. and a little bit more scenic material on the wall right there. And right over here also I have to paint. I just put a medium gray to represent rock texture on there, and I'll put a couple of different colors on there. I'll put a white dry brush on it, and some other colors to make it a little bit better, maybe to blend in with those the stone wall. And got some small trees, and some of those, this is a tree armature that I added some texture to it. That other one right there is a tree armature, but these right here are JTT products that I bought some time ago that I had on my old layout. And they're actually branches, but I use them as small trees. I may have to just touch these up a little bit with some paint because you can still see the wire twisted on some of them here. I picked this up at Hobby Lobby when we was in Odessa. We stopped at Newport Richie. These models right here that have the styrene base on it is from the other layout, and I had, like on this one here, I had to trim it up a little bit to fit on this module right here. Crown crate fit perfectly right there, but I have to put a servo right underneath here, so I may have to hide it underneath. So put it underneath this building right there. Moving right along, doing a little bit at a time, touching things up, taking a look at it, and seeing where I miss things. And then I still have to find all my people that I packed up. I got all my small parts, and
I found them, and that's what I was working on this past week. I got them all sorted out. I got all the painted ones all together, all the good painted ones, and then there's some crappy looking ones. You know, you get those ones that look like they're malnourished people. They're real skinny people. I might have to just toss those, but then I have some people that I have to paint yet. That's in another bin for later when I'll have to paint them. And then I got the mini-me's that I have to paint, and I bought some paint brushes for that, just specifically for that. And I got all that scenic detail that you seen last week in the video last week. It's going to take a long time, probably 6 months, to paint everything on there. So that'll keep me busy for a while.
and once that's done, it will look a lot better. I still have a lot of work to do on here, and the model railroad is never quite finished. There's always more details that you look at and find and add to it once you go along. Let's take a look at some of the photos that I took of the area that I worked on. Fortunately, I had buildings already assembled from the previous layout, so it made things go a lot quicker. But in the future, I have many kits that I need to build, and I'll probably be doing some kit bashing and scratch building some buildings along the way. You could even hide your electronics underneath the buildings. This is the first time I've used foam on my model railroad as a base. It's a lot easier to work with when you're changing elevation on your scenery. Planting trees is a snap. You don't have to drill a hole or anything, you just poke it right into the foam. You could even create an entire scene on the foam and just drop it into place wherever you like. I have a lot more work to do on this model railroad as far as scenery goes, so there will obviously be more videos on me working on the scenery and other projects on here. So keep watching. And don't forget to smash that like button. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe. And don't forget to ding that bell so you can be notified, because you know YouTube doesn't like to notify you anymore on.
Okay, that's enough of that. Okay. You know, it's getting worse. Okay. Reggie, what is this wish? I keep seeing that on there. Tell me about that. You got a link to it? Give me a link to it on your on my email. Inquiring minds want to know. Okay, so you can see that it takes me a long time to get things done, mainly because I'm old. I just turned 72, so it takes a long time for me to get things. I got one more video here. This is a little bit newer. I can't remember what this is. Okay, wish.com. Okay, there you go. All right, there you go. Thank you, Jim. Really appreciate it. What's this one say here?
It was a sad day when we heard the news about Suncoast Center for Fine Scale Modeling. They decided they were going to close their doors, so we went to the last open house that they had. Debbie and I took Jim and Debbie Tedesco up there. I got a few videos in. I was sick, so I didn't take so many, but Debbie got a lot of videos in there. And I also have some photos and videos going all the way back to 2016. So let's take a look at that.
Well, if you're interested, some of the displays, well, that one right there, I'll leave that one up there while I talk. But this is the switching layout. That is still in Florida, and it's at a museum north of Tampa right now. And I think I put a link to it some time ago. It's up, I'd say, as high, far up north as the Villages, straight across I-75 from where the Villages is. And I can't remember the name of the place, but while I play this, I'm going to go find the little flyer that I have.
Say hi, Jim. Yeah. It's okay. Yeah, you just put some more smoke in there.
Trusses are approximately 15 feet long and 28 inches high.
Sensor isn't working.
Okay, here's the place right here. Railroad Museum at Bushnell Station. It's exit, okay, where's it at? Exit 314 off of I-75, off of Route 616, half a mile, three and a half miles off of I-75. So that's not too bad. At Bushnell Station, they have a lot of the stuff that was at Suncoast Center for Fine Scale Modeling. Most of the bigger stuff is in California someplace. I'm not sure where it was, but some place over there bought the bulk of it. But that one switching layout, and I think Muskrat Ramble is up there, plus a bunch of other stuff. And there's some stuff from Plant City that is in this place also. Let me see. Did I have a website? I know I had the website, bushnellstation.com, and I'll put it up in the link.
The seat against the valley were made from the wood fiberglass cut it apart and formed the sloped sections of both ends of the trestle. The back section was made several years later. We decided to have a back truss. It's made of 2-inch styrene foam and foam rubber rocks. The technique of ripping the foam rubber into pieces resembling rock section is known as frocks, or foam rocks. The rocks are coated with sanded tile grout and then painted various
Here is the place right here, open every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Now, they haven't updated their website to show that the new stuff is in there, but it's all there. And I put the link in the chat. So if you're in Florida and you want to see some of the stuff that was at Suncoast Center for Fine Scale Modeling, you see it there at Bushnell Station Railroad Museum. And this is John Addison's. Well, that one was, but this one isn't. Thank you very much, Mark. How you doing? Glad you can make it in there. Let me put this up in here just for you. All right. I was showing a... Okay. Oh, wait. Wait. Hold on. I was showing a video of Suncoast Center for Fine Scale Modeling. Let me put it up here back in the queue so we can get it up over here again. They are closed right now, but I was saying that you could see some of the stuff at Bushnell Station. And this animation right here was made by Animate. He's from Australia. He makes a lot of the animations that were here, and he still does them. He's starting to do them in HO scale right now. So I think I put a link to his site in one of my videos. I'd have to look for it again. So you're going to make me work for it. Thanks for stopping in, Mark. Really appreciate it. Merry Christmas. The gentleman who does the animations, you made me look it up myself. And I'll put the link in here. He's only got 3,000 subscribers. So check him out. He does a lot of good stuff. Does animations for everything right here. Lori McLean, MMR. Really, really good stuff.
The president of the Villages Trains Club knew I was going to be here. He just ran into him and said, I knew you was looking for a bus. All right. 50 there. Huh? It's like back in the 50s? Yeah. That's what I said.
All right. Good to hear, Reggie.
That's the story of Dennis. Dennis that was the small
How you doing, Al? Good to see you in here. Merry Christmas. This is Suncoast Center for Fine Scale Modeling. They just closed this year, about 4 or 5 months ago. Love it.
Self-destruction. I'm back to a place that I left a long time ago. Just give me a sec, I'll smoke this cigarette. Aching body feels better still. What do you do when you pick up my guitar and too much on your plate when you need to escape? Everything will be better when I find a way. When people leave, do they ever think about you? What I'd say if I ever came back again? Well, I still wonder and I miss you. I know I'll ask you when I see you again, my friend. What do you do when you get the blues? Just pick up my guitar and too much on your plate when you need to escape. Everything will be better when I find a way. need to escape. Every little thing will be better when I find a way. What goes
Well, I'm going to miss that place. There was a lot of talented modelers there. I wish they would have kept it open, but, you know, people get old and they dismantle their stuff. So it's time to play some more music. Let me put this on here, right here. Put some music. I'm going to help Debbie cut some onions for her potato salad. She's done with the deviled eggs, and she's on the potato salad right now. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. This is going to go for a while. I'm going to keep the Christmas music on here with this right here. And Merry Christmas from Tom, Debbie, and Sadie. Thank you for stopping in. I really appreciate all the support. Happy New Year. We'll see you again next year. And we'll let this run out. This is about 20 minutes long, so I'll have 20 minutes of music on here. And let me see if we could crank the music up a little bit higher.
And I want it all, from the lights to the mistletoe. Tell me,
there we go.
Is there anything that you're missing? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow.
Okay, he starts in a half an hour.
Whatever
All right, 4 o'clock. All right.
Be all right.
Good to
These
hear.
Holiday wonders will
I'm
open
quitting
your
just in
mind.
time then.
May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas I only wanna be close to you. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. Well, I'm all for Christmas. It's a magical time full of kisses. Take a walk outside and tickle the snowman's nose. Moving nimbly, did you hear something from the chimney? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Oh, whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas I only wanna be close to you. us gather round, for it's Christmas time. A merry sound and the stars alight. Let us all rejoice when it's Christmas time, and our hope again made new. In the crowded streets calling Christmas time, the ones we meet wear their warmest smile. And from far away we hear bells that chime, stating Santa won't be late. And deep in our hearts we will carry a song, heard through the ages from angels on high. In the falling snow, all the Christmas lights bring a special glow on a special night. Every child awake, for at Christmas time there is magic in the air. time for joy, it's a time for peace. Let's give a voice to the ones in need. Let us say a prayer that this Christmas time bring the best of all in us. And deep in our hearts we will carry a song heard through the ages from angels on high. Let us gather round, for it's Christmas time. A merry sound and the stars alight. Let us all rejoice when it's Christmas time and our hope again made new.
Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean, yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sun said it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. Here we go. All right. Dance, dance, now this Christmas, we're gonna dance. We're gonna dance, 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 come on. Dance. We're gonna dance, dance, have a good time. Dance, dance, all night long. We're gonna dance, dance, and have a good time. I think Santa's gonna come and join us in this song. Oh, yeah. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you again next time. Hope everyone had a Merry Christmas. And don't forget the live stream tomorrow night at 8 p.m. And don't forget, right after this one, Sparky. I left a link in the chat. I think he's giving away some stuff too. So Merry Christmas, everybody. And Happy New Year. Hope your Christmas was wonderful. See you again next year. And if not, see you again tomorrow night at 8 p.m. And don't forget to see me on Locals and Rumble also. I'll also do some stuff over there. So good night, everybody. Good night.